Hello and welcome to Reflexive Moon Tarot. I'm Sarah and we are working backwards, starting with Pisces. So next is Aquarius. Thank you so much for checking me out here, and let's get into your reading. It's been a minute, so really happy to be back after, what is it, a couple of months hiatus. Just actually enjoying the weather and living life. Okay, so we got the, what is this? The Eight of Wands reversed. Pisces actually had this with the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like, Aquarius, the direction that you're taking with your money, or the direction that you're going in with your health, you may be feeling like is either all over the place in all kinds of different directions when it needs to be more focused, or you're not putting enough energy output into your money and health and career. So with that, let's see what we have overlooking the situation. We have the Magician. So somebody could actually even, like, forces that be could possibly be interfering with your well-being, and this could be a person. Jealous person, super manipulative person, somebody who subscribes to throwing shade, using dark energy, black magic, however you want to call it, just bad medicine, gossip, just really trying to wreck you from, and like pulling the energy, all the bad energy from like powers greater than what we, outside of what we see in like the third dimension, I guess you could call it, or physical reality. Sorry, I'm just messing with my cards here on myself. And this could be you, your own worst enemy. This could be negative self-talk. Doesn't necessarily mean that there's somebody putting death magic on you. It could be that. I would say that chances are, most likely, I mean, like if you want to, like if you subscribe to believing in that, then you're giving it power. At the same time, you can also just, this can also just mean that you are really struggling to change any type of negative self-talk that you have, negative core beliefs from a psychological perspective. We call it negative core beliefs. So that's some work that you may want to do some therapy with, dialectical, learning about what those things are and how you can get in contact with them. But usually that's more of a cognitive behavioral therapy type of practice, but you can do a combination of both. Sometimes that's really effective. With the Devil, we got a theme happening here. So it looks like you're not really attached to, like, it looks like you're okay. Spiritually, you're strong. The Devil's ruled by Capricorn. And you know, I feel like with the Devil reversed, it indicates that you've done some, what are they, shadow work. People is like the popular term in the metaphysical community. So you've done some shadow work. You know yourself. You know yourself good and bad. You know what the ways in which you like to overindulge. You're honest with yourself. And spiritually, like, you're good with most things about yourself. It's interesting how, you know, you can struggle with negative self-talk despite being good with yourself at the same time. It speaks to still a need for growth and change, but also a strength. One second, I'm dropping cards here. All right, so we have the Two of Coins. So you've been making, it's reversed, you've been making some not the greatest decisions with regards to money, or just working. It's like, you know, that Drake song, started from the bottom, now we're here. Kind of knowing that you have that it factor and doing the work required to make it to the top. That's where you're at. You want to do that. You know that you're the shit. And I mean, arguably Drake wasn't really at the bottom. Forest Hill in Toronto is not the bottom, but it's the principle of starting at the baseline and working your way to the top, knowing that you have that it factor. And it being reversed, like, this may speak to the fact that you're not really having any issues with living paycheck to paycheck, but you could also be really stuck in a paycheck to paycheck situation. You could have some issues with consumer debt, and, you know, you just really kind of need to rebalance. You've been in a place where you really needed to focus on balancing out your health, wealth, and sense of direction with regards to your career. But, you know, being the fabulous Aquarius that you are, sustainably, you are growing slowly but surely. And then we have the Six of Wands. So, victory, you will prevail on many levels, and you will be, like, held in high esteem in your circle, in your workplace, in your family, circle of friends. People see you as a leader, or that you have the capacity to lead the way through times of darkness, through what else? That sort of bottom-up movement of change that you see in the Seven of Wands. And then we have the Ten of Wands reversed. So your attitude is either you feel very overwhelmed. No matter what, I feel like when there's a Ten of Wands, there's a sense of being overwhelmed. It's heavy. But are you in denial about the load that you carry, that you've taken on too much, and that you need to put some things down, repurpose some things, make some space for new ideas? It's kind of like that workaholic type of workaholic, or just also needing to move on onto a different project. Like the work that you're doing is, it's not your final destination. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So within your environment, there's somebody who is jealous of you. Or this is the way that, if this is the way that others see you, they see you that you're not the best person to show up to have people's backs. And if that's something that you aspire to be, then you need to go to work on yourself a little bit more and hash out whatever defects of character that are causing you to fail at being the quintessential knight in shining armor. And maybe like you just need to be honest about the fact that, I don't know, maybe you subscribe to white saviorism and your approach is not that great. Or this literally could just be like a bad apple in your environment who is that person and they're projecting it onto you. And, you know, it's not about saving the masses. Sometimes it's about providing quality backup to a small amount of people. And you're doing your share that way. Quality versus quantity is something that is not on the capitalist agenda, that's for sure. Ah, wow. This is like... Are you cousins with Pisces today, Aquarius? So a lot of similar cards are coming through. And I'm shuffling, like, it's real. Let's see here. So 4 of Wands. So you hope to refresh your space. This could be your workspace. It could be your home space. It's usually your home space with the 4 of Wands. It's also a cause for celebration that you maybe you want a new home, or you want to do some renos, just freshen up the energy in your home. But this is definitely at the core of what, you know, of your goals. And then we have the 9 of Wands. So you're tired. You might be tired with having to come up with new ideas. You really just are, and you barely have the energy to defend everything that you've worked on so far. So this is kind of, you know, that last leg of the race. Pisces actually we were talking about the last leg of the race with the 7 of Wands. And the last leg of the race has got you feeling like you want to be done and like you can't go on. But, you know, from within, like when you think about for all of the life-carrying bodies out there that have given birth, those last pushes where you think like, I'm done, like, no. And then you end up doing it. You end up finishing the cycle, finishing the ceremony, finishing, you know, finishing your birth, pushing out that baby. So it's just like conjuring up that last reserve of energy you had no idea you were hiding away. And you need to go to that place. You need to believe that that place is there. And even if you don't, it's like fake it until you make it. With the 9 of Wands reversed. Defend your shit. Just chill out. And you'll know when it's enough. And you'll know when that moment shows up where you're just like, I don't know how I'm going to keep my legs moving, but they're going to go through. We're going to finish this race. So, with that, Pisces. And then cause for celebration. Burp, shut up. You did it. Thank you so much, and we will catch you next time. Take it easy. Bye for now.